Hello, we are back in Fallout 4 and we are in Hangman's Alley. This is I guess this is the first official start to the build of my Vault 18 in Hangman's Alley. I did do a prologue video, just sort of laying out what the theme is for this one and just talking about the exterior here. But the video today is going to be all about the interior of this vault. Let me just jump down. Hopefully I don't die. God mode for the win. Alrighty, so if you want to know the backstory of this place, because I did sort of talk about the story about that one, you can check out my prologue video. And I'll sort of run through the story and yeah, what this one is all about. But let's get into it. So yeah, well, I guess we just jump into it. Alright, so we are at the entrance, and let me just tell this fella to stay.
Wait there.
Thank you very much. This is a mod, by the way, Patriot. You can look it up on Nexus Mod. It's very cool. You find this guy, and he's basically an AI dude who inhabits a power armor suit, and yeah, helps you out. Alrighty, so I did show a little bit of this in the last video, but things have changed. We have moved on a little bit from then, for the better, of course. And I did say in the last video I was going to do some stuff off screen and then do some on screen, and you will, I guess I'll do like a little bit of a tour just to show you what I've done. So off the bat, you can see we've got some defenses here on the wall to sort of, if anyone, you know, comes down here that is not meant to be here, they will soon find out. Okay, so we enter the vault here, fairly typical stuff here. We just have it a little bit fenced off just to keep folks in, I guess, on track. And we have a protectron here, just sort of guarding the entrance. I'll probably put another guard there as well. And this is the first part of the vault. In the last video, we basically didn't have anything here. And as you see here, we've got a security sign here, and this area here is basically like I guess it's like the waiting lounge in an airport type thing. Instead of boarding, it's like before you get into the vault, this is kind of where you just hang out until your number is called. And if we proceed to the next level, this is the decontamination security hallway, I guess. So obviously we have our showers here, decontamination showers, and we have 2 of them just to be sure. Nice. And on either side we have basically an enclosed space that you can't get into from this part, just so the security people can see what you're up to. There's consoles on either side, and you have security cameras set up, and this door enters a kind of like a hallway that goes above this part here, and then it comes back down here, so it's connected. And then I haven't put it in yet, but there will be access from another part of the vault. So once you are allowed to get through here, and if you're not, we have obviously more security to eliminate you if you do not pass the contamination test. You move on to the next section. This section here is I'm going to do like a waiting kind of you know, where they have those sort of temporary fencing, sort of zigzagging. That's why I'm doing that with the camera, making you nauseous. And this is kind of like, okay, you've passed, you got to sort of do your documentation or whatever to move on to the next part. So this is basically the last section before you actually moved into the vault. Now, just a disclaimer here. The style or the theme that I've gone for with this vault is probably not to everyone's taste. But yeah, let's just go ahead. So this building here, you can see we're sort of entering a new zone. This will be a couple of desks. Basically, you're assigned housing and that sort of stuff. That's, you know, I'll put some desks in there for admin stuff. And if we move ahead, you can see what I have been up to. Yes, that's right. I have basically built a vault suburb. So as I talked about in the prologue video, the whole idea about this vault is that this is a vault for rich elites and the kind of the top dogs at Vault Tech. So there's no nefarious kind of experiments going on here. It's basically like, let's just make a really nice vault just for us to enjoy basically eternity, because yeah, they have no kind of interest. The people in this vault have no interest in going up to the surface, and obviously they want to take their comforts down into the vault with them, hence why we have cars. And I've tried to make the roadways down here wide enough so that people can actually drive their cars. Obviously these are just static, but you know, that's the idea. So and if you look at these houses, these are the Covenant houses, I believe. They are basically just placeholders. I just wanted to put them in just to sort of get a visual representation of what might look like in the future. So obviously when I come to this part, when I actually build the houses, they will be a different style, probably more like this kind of style, similar to my Sanctuary Hills city. So it's kind of like this Boston kind of Georgian style look. I guess a little bit more fancy looking than the pre-war houses in Sanctuary Hills. I thought about using those houses, but then it's kind of repetitive. So I just thought, you know, let's just do custom buildings, because of course each rich person here, I'm sure, would have their own tastes and their own aesthetic. So that's kind of what I'm going to go for. And with the height of the ceiling, we could go for, I think, up to 4 stories. So, you know, even though the floor plan themselves are quite small, we can build up. So that's cool. And I did use a blue wall to sort of simulate the sky. But as you can see, unfortunately, kind of struggling with the lighting situation. I'm not sure how I can light this effectively, because it's basically... the lighting situation is almost like dusk or something. And I don't know if I'll keep it. I guess I'll keep experimenting, see if we can make it look more like daytime, but who knows. So if it doesn't work out, we're kind of sticking with this. So basically I've got the wall, and then I'm sort of doing these brick walls around it, this kind of retaining wall around it, just to sort of simulate that sort of closed off neighborhood estate type feeling. So we have these roads that kind of go around the outside, and they do allow access through to the middle lane as well. And I just sort of dotted around these cars as well. I think, I'm not sure if I'll keep this like that. I'll probably just keep them all parked up at people's houses. Just so, yeah, I guess it kind of, I don't know, it looks kind of weird that it's like, I'm sort of simulating that it's driving, but there's nobody in there and it's just sort of parked there. So I think I will just sort of park it up. And if we just walk through this way, there's obviously parts I haven't done yet. I haven't touched this area over here. And if we come down this way, this Vault-Tec van is basically going through the wall, and it is going to go through a tunnel, and then over there is going to be a warehouse where they keep all the large stuff like containers and food and water and whatever else. Now this is phase 1 of this area. I've obviously need to kit it out and do the houses properly, but in terms of the actual like footprint, this is just phase 1. I started off, this is probably like the 3rd iteration of this kind of room. I did one that was really big and grand using the roads from Sanctuary Hills, but then I realized that the roads just take up so much space, and I was afraid of graphical issues if I made it too big, and it certainly was like very big. If I had to, you know, basically do a ceiling and do all the walls and stuff, it was just going to be too massive. And I've done big projects like that in the past, and just, yeah, the computer just starts to melt at that point. So I decided to, okay, just keep it a little bit smaller. This is still quite large, but you know, keep it smaller, and then we can just build out, and then when we start to have those issues, then I can kind of pull it back. So that's basically what I'm doing now. So as we go ahead, I'll be planning, you know, like maybe another tunnel here, or even just break down the wall and just add another section onto it. So I'm thinking like one here, one at the end, and then another one over this side. And then of course we have the warehouse sort of situation going on there, and we do have space behind this wall going back towards the entrance of the vault. So obviously we do have plenty of space to expand that way going backwards. Oh, we're freezing a little bit. And just in terms of the warehouse situation, We do have a little bit of space in the, as you can see here, we are in the skybox. That is where our elevator comes down. And I'm thinking about putting a kind of like a mock elevator here, and then in Hangman's Alley we'll put something on the floor to sort of look like this is where this is connected to. Obviously it's not going to be exactly accurate, but it's just kind of simulating the look. Okay, so that was kind of a very quick tour. Obviously I've done a lot off screen, but I mean, going back through my old videos, there isn't really much that I have done that is kind of unique. It's just sort of taking ideas I've already done from those videos and then applying it in this vault setting. So yeah, if you're interested in doing any of this sort of stuff, you could just scroll through some of my old videos and have a look there. But if there's anything specific, surely you can just drop a comment and I will try and answer that. Now, for this video in particular, we are going to focus on this sort of entranceway section, this kind of admin stuff. I know it's not the most interesting, but it needs to be done, and I want to keep making videos, so we are going to start from this section, and I think we can start all the way at the front, and I'm thinking of putting some security in, and then just sort of spicing it up and making it look a little bit more lived in, and that guy should actually be in there. So let's get into it. So first off, I want to put some people here because I want sort of some security just as you come in, and then also somewhere here, just so somebody can stand there on the button, ready to open and close the door if need be. So let's get into it. So obviously got plenty of mods, and I'll try and name the mods and place them in the description. If I miss any, then I apologize, and just let me know. So we want to go to Homemaker, and we want to go over to, actually scratch that, we are going to go to CVC, another great mod, because the defense, they have these sort of guard mats here, but they're invisible, whereas the Homemaker one is showing. So, and then as you can see at the top, it's got a description of what is going to do, what the character is going to do. So let's have a look. Chair, lean back, lean left, sit ground. We don't want sitting, we want standing, maybe just a generic standing. So let's turn the arrow like that. And I'll do another one up here. Like that. Now we can go to resources. Oh, where are we? Resources, and this always takes a while for my computer to load up. We can place our settlers in, and we're going to assign them to these placemats. So now we just have to assign it, and assign that one. Okay, 2 settlers in. Okay, and let's just jump out, and I'm going to just put some appropriate attire. Okay, you don't need that anymore. Alrighty, so no gun there, and we got to do the same for this guy. Okay, how does that look? Yeah, I think that's clean. I think that's clean. Okay, now I just want to add just some things in the background. I don't want it to look too messy, but I just want it to look a little bit more lived in. Okay, so as we go along, we can just add more stuff in there as well. And let me just do another. Just want to put somebody at the very front there. Okay, everything else is good. Alrighty, so you are sorted. We have this guy here, so we don't really need to do much in here in terms of security, but I do want to just I'm just trying to think of what I can put in here for people that are kind of like waiting. Maybe we could do like a magazine rack or something, or maybe vending machines, but maybe we can just think about that and just do these sections first. So in here we need to do more security. So this CVC mod, this one is a guard, but they're typing on the computer here. So hopefully if I add another one, another guard post, that they will move between the 2 points. But if not, I'll assign one guard to this desk, and then I'll do another guard to the other side, to like a standing position or something, just so it looks like at least one person is standing guard. And let's just chuck them in there. Clones of each other, but that's okay. Okay, so now we have access into the vault and the security area without actually being connected to the area where people go through, people from the outside. And I will quickly just chuck a bed in here. Again, these are kind of just like, I'm just placing them roughly for right now, just as I sort of flesh it out, because I just want to get certain things done. I'll chuck a bunk bed because maybe I can do it up here. We got 2 guards, so now we've got, oh, we're still saying, oh, we've got 5 people. Oh, that's right, because we did the other guard at the front. So now we've got 6. And if I'll quickly just sleep and let time pass for 1 hour, and then those guys should be in their positions now. Do I have TC on? No? I kind of feel like I'm still floating. Okay, let's see. Fingers crossed. Okay, perfect. Okay, we got this guy here, and what's the other guy doing? Is he there? I cannot see him.
Let's trade.
This guy probably doesn't need a gun, so well, he can just keep the one he's got. So we can give him lidded. I'll give him that one, and we'll go for a vault jumpsuit. Perfect. There you go, sir. You don't need a helmet either, I don't think, because you are behind the glass. And hopefully he'll sort of go between. Let me just quickly look for the other guy. Hello, where are you? I'm getting thoroughly doused. What is he doing?
I just need to trade gear with you.
But please, go to your spot. Being a bit unprofessional, dude, to be honest. Okay, so we need to build out this part here. Oh, not this part. Oh, yes, he did. Oh, that's awesome. Typing away furiously. Okay, so we need to build out this part here. So this part here will be the sort of zigzag line, and just sort of the official kind of processing. Right this way, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, that's looking very good. Yep, come this way. Yep, perfect. Okay, everyone's in their position. This is turning out very good. I like this. Okay, right this way. Yes, let's go. Okay, so I did want to add a kind of like an admin. So the idea is this is kind of like the passport control. You know, like they check your papers, make sure you're actually meant to be in here. And then this one is where they kind of assign you to whatever house, or, you know, it's kind of like the information desk type thing. So I'll have a desk here, and then maybe I'll have just some random stuff here, like filing cabinets and stuff. And then I think that might close out this episode. It's kind of a random one. And let's just chuck. Oh, I didn't notice that before. The power going into the ground. That's cool. Okay, so we got that one there, and let's just do some decoration, some furniture, I mean. Containers, shelves. We got some shelves. We got some books and things. Okay, is that in the middle? Yeah. Gives us some breathing room. And anything else? So I was going to use these mannequins. Hopefully they won't fall through the floor. Let's just see which direction this dude's in. Okay, and do another one. These are basically like just NPCs I'm using. They don't do anything. They just sort of stand there. Just so it kind of looks like there's some sort of meeting or something going on. There we go. Okay. And we just need to get one more person for this. Alrighty, so she is assigned now. She's got her beautiful suit on. Everyone's all suited up, looking nice. Okay, so the final thing is I'm going to do for this video is probably just off camera, just put some things in just to sort of spice up the areas and to sort of make them look kind of more lived in. And yeah, so I'll do that now, and then I will do a quick final walkthrough, and then I'll call it quits on this one. So I did a bunch of work off screen, and I think, yeah, we'll probably wrap it up here, but I'll just go through the changes. And I did add a significant piece that I can just sort of show you at the end. So here we have our security guard standing there to attention, which is all good. These guys are all doing what they're meant to be doing, which is great. Okay, so in here I just put I guess it's a recharge pod for this fella, and then just some paintings and things, some visual interest. And I did the vending machines and a cigarette machine or whatever. No worries. So go through here, and these guys are doing what they're meant to be doing. I put some electronics in there as well, just to give some visual interest. And we did have a, I found this in my mods folder, just sort of a radiation scanner, I think they call it. So I just put a couple of those in just to, you know, the final check, decontamination. Okay, next one we have these guys all put up, and just put some mirrors and not mirrors, paintings and things up. And he is comically ushering us through. Righty, next room, just put a couple of little things around just to sort of finish off the room. Nothing too extreme here, but I wanted to do just one house to sort of show proof of concept. So I put the first house here. This one is pretty much finished, apart from I haven't done the interior fit out just yet, and there's just a couple of more things I just want to put around. There's the backyard is kind of not much of a backyard, but there's a little spot over here that I want to put like a maybe a chairs and table with the umbrella. Got the balcony up there. This one is a 2-bedroom with space for a shower and the toilet. And I did change the car. This one was a little bit bigger. I think it was that white one there. I just changed it to the smaller one. I'll probably integrate those ones a little bit differently. Maybe put a garage or something as part of the house, because I can build one more story up, I think, until we get to the ceiling. So that part there is, I think, the 4th floor. So yeah, pretty much up to there. So if I'm going to do those ones over there, I'll probably do maybe not a gable roof, maybe just a flat top roof with these parapets around it. So let's just have a look inside. So obviously I haven't done the fit out yet, and the lighting's not sort of final. It's just I just chucked it in there just for the visual outside. But massive living dining area here. Probably put a kitchen around there maybe, and yeah, just fill the space out. And this is just the door to the back porch type thing. And we have a staircase here up to this level. Very bright in here. I'm not so much of a fan of all these shadows and things, but I guess I just have to live with it. This is the, I guess it's the master. And we have a little balcony out here. Very cool. And let's just go back. Oh. We have a space for the shower and the toilet and everything. And I put the tiles down just to make that more distinct. And yeah, this is the 2nd bedroom here, so I'll probably put a double bed in there and maybe some other stuff later on. And this one's just got a small balcony as seen before. So if we just turn the collision mode off and just move out. So there's still some funkiness with the roof there. Just some of the trims kind of intersecting and making it a little bit funny. like that bit up there, but I'm just gonna live with it. I'm not too fussed with it. Overall, I think it's just, yeah, it looks pretty good, and it just looks a little bit more fancy than these kind of Covenant houses that looks like they're well used and past their use by date. But yeah, this is kind of the style I'll be going for the rest of the houses, but kind of mixing up the shapes and just sort of playing with this sort of stuff, not making them just a box, but yeah, just like mixing up the shapes and doing some flat roofs instead of these gable ones. But you kind of get the general idea of what it's going to look like, and we still have plenty of room for the road. So obviously these cars aren't drivable, but I do want to have that kind of feeling like, you know, you could if you wanted to. And as I said before, we'll be having sort of phase 2 where we can drive onto that. We'll go to other sections with roads and stuff as well. So yeah, I think I'll leave this video here, and in the next episode I'll probably tackle this situation over here, sort of finishing off this road through here, figuring out what I'm going to do with this. I'm thinking about sort of doing like a fake building facade or something, just to give that kind of appearance that you're, I don't know, maybe driving through a tunnel or something like that, just to kind of sell the look. And we'll continue this kind of motif around and just make the neighborhood look more like a neighborhood. So that'll be it. So you can drop a like and a comment and a sub if you want. That's always appreciated. And just to finish up the video, I'll probably do some kind of the flybys, the panning shots to close things out. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that one, and we will see you on the next one. Have a good day.